So the eighth function of one of the internal parts of the heart is that at the base of the pulmonary artery, and we are talking at the base, and the aorta, what happens? Are cup-like valves called semilunar valves. Semilunar valves. And what do these semilunar valves do? They are opened, they are always opened by the force of the blood generated by contracting ventricles. The valves prevent backflow of blood into the ventricles when the ventricles relax. When the ventricles relax. Yes, that is what happens. So the other part that is found on the right atrium is what we call the SAN. What does SAN mean? SAN is what we call the sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node. And what does the sinoatrial node mean? This is also what we call the pacemaker. The pacemaker. So this is just a special, it is a special cardiac muscle fiber. It is a special cardiac muscle fiber in the wall of right atrium located near vena cava. So the sinoatrial nodes, which are the special muscles which are located just on the right atrium, what do they do? And they are just located near the vena cava. They always send out, the sinoatrial node sends out a wave of excitation to the atria. It sends out a wave of excitation to the atria, and these waves, once they come from the atria, they move towards what we always call the intraventricular septum. And when they are moving towards the intraventricular septum, there is a point that is going to pick them, what we call the atrioventricular node. Then the atrioventricular node is always going to spread those waves to what we call the Purkinje tissues, which are found on the ventricles. So the ventricles are always going to receive those waves of contraction. So what do we mean? This the waves of excitation travels towards the septum, what you call the septum, and the septum is the part that was dividing the heart into two parts, the left part and the right part. So the septum and into the atrioventricular node. what we call AVN. That is the atrioventricular node. The atrioventricular node is always located just above the sinoatrial node, but along the interventricular septum, and it is discharged down. The wave of contraction is always discharged down to the bottom of the Purkinje tissues on the ventricles, which later on do what? Contract. And as they contract, as much as this sinoatrial node is the one that is initiating this heartbeat rate, okay, it is not controlled by nervous stimulation. So what happens is that at one given moment there might be an increased heartbeat rate, and at another time we might have a very slow heartbeat rate. So there is always a part on the heart that we call the vagus and the sympathetic nerve. Number 10, we talk about the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve slows down the heartbeat rate, whereas the sympathetic, sympathetic nerve speeds up the rate of heartbeat. So what do we mean by these atrioventricular nodes and the Purkinje tissues? If this is the external part of the heart, let me just give an illustration. External part of the heart, and that is the intraventricular septum. So this is what we call the sinoatrial nodes on the right atrium. Then along the ventricle is what we call the atrioventricular node. Then there are these tissues here, what we call the Purkinje tissues. So the waves of contraction will always be originating from the sinoatrial nodes on the right atrium as they spread towards the left atrium. Then from there they come and they are picked by the atrioventricular nodes. Then from there they are distributed towards the Purkinje tissues. So that is the mechanism or the functioning of the internal parts of the heart. And this is what is going to be bringing about what we call the heartbeat rate. It originates from the sinoatrial node, whereby the waves of contraction are spreading along the auricles. So all the auricles are going to be contracting at the same time. And as they contract, the ventricles are going to be relaxing at the same time. And as they relax, they are receiving blood from the contracted ventricle auricles. As the ventricles are going to be contracting at the same time, auricles relax to receive blood from all parts of the body through the right atrium, from the lungs through the pulmonary vein to the left, what we call the left auricle. Then the ventricles are going to be pumping blood either to all parts of the body from the left ventricle through the aorta, and to the lungs from the right ventricle through the pulmonary artery, whereby the oxygenated blood is pumped from this side of the heart, while this part of the heart is going to be pumping the oxygenated blood. And that is ideally what the heart does in terms of blood circulation.